What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the TUC, the Tell Us Camp podcast. As always, I'm your boy Trevor.
It's your boy Matty Ice.
And we are here yet again for episode 17. The climb is ongoing, I should say. Thank you guys for being here. If you're listening from Spotify, Apple, watching from YouTube, thank you for being here, guys. This should be a great episode 17. It's beautiful outside. I'm happy to be here with my partner. And yeah, man.
It is very beautiful.
Are you ready to dive into this motherfucker?
I am, bro.
Fresh off the ice cold bath,
Yes, sir. My boy went polar plunging today.
I did the polar plunge. I said I was going to do it. I wanted to test myself, see if I was actually going to do it or bitch out. But I actually did it. Very proud of myself. I feel great. I'm buzzing.
I love that, dude.
Honestly, I'm buzzing.
I can't believe you did it. I really can't believe that you did that.
Yeah, there was some disbelief there. There was some doubt there, but, we had to pull through.
Even you doubted yourself a couple of times.
I doubted myself. Of course I did. But, we got to start proving ourselves wrong.
You persevered. You fought through it. You beat yourself.
I'm happy I did it. It's something that, I will say, though, the ocean is fucking cold right now. That's way colder than all the little couple second cold shower times and you know what I mean? Like it's the ocean was extremely cold. But as soon as I got into it, instant shock factor.
Yeah.
But no, we did it, man.
I can't believe you did. It's 40 degrees. The water's probably feeling like 20 something.
Yeah.
If that.
What was the beach name again?
M Street Beach.
Hey.
Down the street in South.
We had all the people looking at me crazy.
Really looking crazy out there.
There was a pale whale out there today.
Dead ass.
There was a pale whale out there today.
When you dove in, I could tell it was so cold. You hit the water. As soon as you hit the water, you bounce right back up.
Yeah, because I put my hands.
Yeah.
I jolted myself up. But no, I'm happy I did it. I feel good.
I'm glad, bro. Hey, we got to start this off correctly, though. All right?
Okay, start it off. What happened?
Tell us about your week, baby. How you feeling? How's the mental?
I always ask you first. Let's go to me.
Exactly.
I feel good. I feel great. This weekend, this week has been I can't speak. This week has been great. The weekend has been even better. Shout out to my mom. She turned the quick 4-4. She was, I'm so old, this and that. No, you're so young. You're so young. We need that mentality of we're still young out here. We can do a lot. We can do anything we want to do type of deal. So, yeah, man, I was happy to see my mom glowing, buzzing from her birthday. It was good to see my sister there. And we feasted on the greatest food, the best food you could ever have in the, at the best restaurant you could ever go to on the Cape. And that's shout out to the Brazilian grill. That shit is so good, man. It is so good. We had to cap it off at 2 plates this time. Usually we go 3, sometimes 4, but we capped it off at 2. Second plate was just for the sides, for the meat and stuff. I got the New York strip.
Yep.
I got the ribeye. I got the flank.
Did you get the picanha?
What's that? The beef rib?
Nah, it's just the most popular cut. I don't even know how. I don't know how you would translate it into English, because whenever people say it in English, they say picanha.
Really?
You definitely got it. It's the one they go around with the most. It's that's the Brazilian cut right there, the picanha.
The picanha.
Yeah.
Now, is it the? What does it look like? Because I can kind of.
It's almost oval shaped a little bit. It almost looks like a.
It's a little fatty.
Yeah.
I think that's the New York strip.
They probably call it a New York. Yeah.
I don't know, but I got everything there, and then I was waiting for one thing. I eventually got it. I had to make a little request. I was like, yo, can I get the lamb? What's it? I love the lamb there. The lamb is my favorite. They do the lamb chops, the little lollipops, and they do the lamb leg. I go with the lamb leg.
Wow, they do the lollipops? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I gotta try that.
I love the lamb, dude. It's seasoned well. The meat tastes so good. It doesn't taste like a farm either. You know how some meat can be gamey. Deer, if you've ever had deer, it's gamey. It's
never had deer in my life.
But no, the lamb was delish. I had a great night. Shout out moms, happy birthday. It was great, man. It was a great time.
That's awesome, dude.
So yeah, birthday, that was yesterday. Had a good work week. Yeah, one thing that I'm really excited for, I might be dibbling and dabbling into some like journalism, into the field that I am excited for in my life to try and indulge in. That's something that I figured out that I kind of want to do in life. It'd be cool to, be the person across from whoever, a sports person, an entertainer, whatever, and interview them or write a blog on, Barstool Sports or ESPN or do that, write an article. I like that journalism route.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. So I got a little opportunity through a friend. Yeah, a couple things need to be tied in from there, but I'm excited to really indulge in that and see where I can take that and be proactive on it. And it's good practice, I will say. It's nothing like official, but it's something to like really practice, and it's all on me, right?
Yep.
What I put into it is what I will get out of it. So if I can just go hard, and then, oh, what do you do for work? Oh, I'm a journalist over at so and so, and oh, you're a journalist? Oh, and then kind of grow, build connections, maybe just see where that can bring me. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about a lot of things that are coming up right now. The podcast, just this week was nice. The news about the whole the journalism there it really excited me.
That's
I want to
awesome,
see where that goes.
I'm happy for you. So are you going to be writing articles? What do you want to do with this opportunity?
So with this opportunity, and I don't know, I don't want to like talk too much about it. It's not even a done deal. It's not anything. It's just an opportunity. It was thrown out on the table because help is needed and I'm interested type of deal.
Gotcha.
So I would do journalism for anything, for crime, for sports, for celebrities. Just I don't really know what specifically right now, but I have an opportunity to do it for sports, journalism for sports. Yeah,
it's called,
yeah. So if you want to check them out, they're called Stadium Rant. There, you got an Instagram, they got a website. It's just a place where you can go and get your information for sports, and yeah, I'm excited to maybe be a part of the team. That's exciting, little exclusive. But yeah, I've just been happy about that.
And I think we spoke about this last week too, which is kind of funny.
We did?
Yeah, we dibbled and dabbled into that.
What did we what
we mentioned like journalisming. I remember even saying that word as a joke, and I forget what we were talking about. No, you were saying because we're on the podcast, we're like journalists.
Yeah, kinda.
And then this came about. That's interesting.
Yeah,
that's dope.
I kind of spoke it into an existence
a little bit, right?
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see where that can take me. I'm gonna set up shop and I'm gonna, see what it does. So that's really been me in a nutshell. I've just been some cool new news, and it could lead to some new paths, and it's gonna be cool to kind of collide two worlds. Let's just say a year from now, keep going down the path. It's just cool to collide two worlds, podcast and then journalism. It's kind of like same type of deal.
Yep.
So we'll see over there. They kind of need, So we'll see what happens with that.
I'm excited, bro.
So yeah, man, that's
cool.
That's been my week. How's your week, man?
My week has been pretty good. It's been. Last week was a little stressful, a little overwhelming, to be honest, and kind of seeped into this week. But I got everything I had to get done, which is good. And now I'm on like a clean slate, I guess you would say. So today I really wanna have a good day today and start the week off right. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
But this weekend was cool.
Pushing positivity.
Yeah, this weekend was cool. Went shopping a little bit yesterday. Went to the Natick Mall. Haven't been there in years. It was a nice little experience. A lot of cool shops there. Very
Nice.
different than what I was used to.
Really?
Yeah, they even have like a Brazilian restaurant in the food court.
Wow, you were smiling off that.
I was smiling because that's my idea. That's what I've always wanted to do. And I was a little bit like, damn, this actually works. Like, people are actually going there and getting food. It's not just Brazilian people. So that was cool. Actually ended up going with Sarku, Japan, though, but that's another conversation.
Sarku, Japan is a gold mine, bro.
Yeah.
That place is good.
Place aside. And then ended up at a bar later on in the night. And then after that, night capped at a friend's house. It was cool. It was a good time. Nothing too crazy. Took it light. But yeah, that's kind of been my week. A little stressful, a little overwhelming. But we got through it. Here we are. And now we're gonna start the new week off
There you
fresh.
go.
You know
Wait,
what I
can
mean?
we didn't do this at the start of the pod. Let's clap it up for dusting off all the negativity, persevering, starting off fresh and keep going, striving,
Absolutely.
pushing through the BS. I love that.
Yeah, what I mean? We all got some bullshit that we're dealing with, and
Bullshit, yo.
you gotta
On that
navigate
BS.
a little bit.
On
You know
that
what I mean?
bullshit. On that bullshit.
Yeah. You know how it is.
You look good today, bro. I like the shirt a
All
lot.
right.
He's like, I look all right.
Thank you, though.
The nice, is that it's not a cardigan. It's a corduroy. That's the word.
Yeah.
That's a dope shirt. I think that's my favorite shirt I've seen you ever wear.
Nah,
That shit's
you're
nice.
Hyping me up. You're hyping me up.
I'm not, bro. With the I'm surprised you're not wearing the glasses because it would complement.
It would.
You're wearing the white shirt, the light,
Mm-hmm.
the light long sleeve to complement the clear glasses with a little bit of brown in there. Complements the skin.
The buttons on the shirt. Come on. Nah. I saw the vision, but I thought, you know what? We already had the glasses on the last pod. Let's tone it down a little bit.
Let's tone it down.
Tone it down a little bit.
This guy's legally blind, and he's like, let's tone it down.
Tone it down a little bit. Let's go back to seeing blurry, seeing double out here.
That's funny. What do we want to talk about today? Is there anything?
I know you got some things on your chest that you want to let out.
No, I wanted to continuing off what I did today with the whole polar plunge thing. We can just continue off with answering some questions that we were hit with.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's been about a month, but we're gonna answer them.
It's all right. Ain't no problem.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. No, we wanted to talk about kind of how we met, the reaction from how we met, which I don't really remember. But how we met, kind of what we did throughout our high school time when we were together and what we did, the group we were with, kind of what ideas sparked and what we wanted to do with them, really. It's very vague, but we're going to jump into that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I thought that would be fun to get into. And then we'll dive into some current event type deals. I got some hate to spread too, yo. Trae Young, sit that ass down.
Bro,
sit that ass down.
Haters,
and also too, I want to say one thing too. It just came to my mind, yo. KD, we saw you fall, yo. We saw you trip and fall on that bad ankle of yours, yo. What? How old is he now? What? Almost 40? What's going on here?
Almost 40. Take it.
Come on, bro. Guy can't even. What's going on? Got no balance out on the court over here. Guy's supposed to be an all-star, first of all, and you look like that. LeBron would never. And it's just why it's kind of I chuckled a little bit when I saw that. I chuckled a little bit when I saw that.
This dude is. I'm not even gonna get into it. I'm just gonna let it slide. Let's go back. Let's go back.
Let's go back.
But
yeah, then we'll get into some current events. But no, I wanted to. Yeah, bro. How did we meet? I don't even remember how we met.
Well, first, let me say something real quick. So, the reason this may be really random, you're thinking, why the fuck on episode 17 you're talking about your past?
Oh, I understand what you're doing.
Fuck,
okay.
Like, why does that even matter? So, we always preach, joining the Discord and joining the community and following us on so-and-so social medias and stuff like that. So, we had a listener come up to us in the Discord. I can't say come up to us, but reached out to us in the Discord and gave us a topic idea. And that topic idea is talk about our past, talk about how we got to where we are, how we met, how our upbringing was, like, obviously together and stuff like that. So we decided to take this time to kind of respond to that because we want to engage.
Yeah, with you guys.
Yeah, and show you guys what you guys want to see. So I think responding to this question and this topic idea,
which is cool,
is a great way to
and we want to do it in the future too. Mm-hmm. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I didn't really break that down. That was a great.
I think you should start. How did we meet?
Yo,
you got a better memory than me, so that's why you need to start.
It was through Xbox somehow. We knew about each other, but we didn't really know about each other. I think how it started, Kevin, we'd play Xbox with Kevin a lot. One of you guys, or it was Bruno, it was through one of you guys first, and then it kind of spread into meeting everyone else. But I mean, I can't remember too much of what happened in the early stages. I just remember vibing out, great vibes. Kids, you guys were cool. Mm-hmm. I think another thing that might have glued us is we played sports.
Yeah.
Similar interest there, but I don't really remember too much in the beginning.
So I'm assuming it must have been, I used to play with Bruno and Kev, and I think Bruno, through the grapevine of other friends, ended up playing with Justin.
Justin, yeah.
Playing with you.
Yeah.
And that's how it really...
And these are also kids that we grew up with.
Yeah, so Trevor and I went to the same high school, obviously.
Yeah.
We probably mentioned that a couple times, but went to the same high school, so we had mutual friends, and we obviously knew of each other. When you go to high school, you kind of know your entire class. Not necessarily you know them, but you probably heard their name once or twice.
Well, Barnstable was pretty big, man. How many kids did we graduate with? We
300
probably saw...
something.
It was almost 4, though. I think it was 370 something.
Something like that, yeah.
And we saw new kids every day.
I guess,
the school was big.
But in our own class, nah, not necessarily.
Okay. All right, yeah, I get that.
They're familiar faces,
Familiar.
Yeah, even if you don't know them, you're like, all right, I know this person. In a sense, right?
Yeah. But, all right.
So that's how we met. I mean, through Xbox, and then, having these little clans.
Oh, shit. We're going to talk about that, too? Shit. Shout out Zenith Clan. I couldn't even get in. I wasn't even able to get in. That's fucked up from you guys.
That is fucked up.
That's fucked up. I had to do fucking recruitment challenges, all this weird shit. Couldn't even let your boy in. What the hell is that?
I have no idea, dude.
But no, that was some weird riffs too. You went away to Florida or whatever. And, shout out Aaron. Wow, I haven't talked to Aaron in a bit, but Aaron and Justin kind of took over the clan and who are we gonna recruit?
Oh my god, dude.
That was a great time. Back when 50 kills on Modern Warfare 3 was the shit.
I think that's what really made us close. Because then we started hanging out outside of, just Xbox.
Yeah.
We started getting closer and really hanging out with one another. So, yeah.
And we would plan a day when we would all see each other.
Yeah.
And then there's so many stories off of that. We would go egging. We would, we could do so many things. I could talk, for days about that.
Egging is wild, dude. You gotta be careful with that. That's fucked up. Dude.
But yeah, so it was Xbox, and then, like I said, we would hang out. But it got to a point where we had the same similar interests, and one of the interests was music. We all loved music. That's something that we were heavy on. I was really into finding the new artists, and nobody knows this artist, and even back then kind of creating playlists and stuff, and being really hip on the new artist and the newest news about this artist, and what sneakers he has on, and this is kind of cool too. This is coming up in my mind. We got to see the whole ass pizza thing kind of evolve. He kind of started in New York. We got to see Playboy Cardi kick fucking someone's ass with Kerwin. You remember these times?
Yeah.
And probably no one will not a lot of people know about that. Playboy Cardi beating, and whose ass was it? Kerwin's ass, or
he's being Kerwin Foss's ass.
Yeah.
It was him and Ian Connor pulled up on Ass Pizza. And
Back when Ian Connor was like a fucking mogul, bro. Like every drop on Instagram was just some crazy cringe, like
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So we were heavy into like that, and we wanted to make this group. You know, I wanted to make music, and that's another thing too. Pause on that. I'm going to the studio. We'll talk about that after. It's part of my week. I'm going to the studio today, not to kind of go off,
Plug.
but the studio should be fun. Going with a couple guys and make some music, man. I'm trying to be the Jamie Foxx of media out here. So,
That's been your phrase today, the Jamie Foxx of media.
yeah, because I saw a post about Jamie Foxx and how, you know, he's so diverse, you know, and his story's pretty cool too. You know, the whole reason why he calls himself Jamie Foxx, that's not his real name.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So the whole reason why he calls himself Jamie Foxx, you know, they're both kind of gender neutral names, and, you know, his real name wouldn't get, he knew at the time that these women were getting more callbacks for gigs and stuff like that. And he figured, hey, if my name was two girls' names put together, they'd probably, oh, let's bring her in. And that's exactly what happened. Let's bring her in. And it was a dude, you know, so you got to find ways to finesse and get out here and make way.
Mm-hmm.
But no, that's a Jamie Foxx tribute. I want to be as diverse as I can, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make content that makes me happy.
I feel that.
So,
I feel that.
but going back to what I was talking about, we wanted to make content, man, as a group, and make music and make videos and you know, record and just be like a one man type of band type of deal with everyone. And you know, we had inspiration from like Brockhampton before, like Brockhampton was Brockhampton. Everyone knows Brockhampton now, but
Yep.
you know, shout out Justin. He was one of the first people I know to ever be on Brockhampton.
Mm-hmm.
Like we wanted to kind of see what we could do and push music in as a group, and everyone kind of had their own little lane.
Yeah, it was like an ASAP Mob, I guess you would say. Odd Future Wolfgang, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
We had big dreams, man. So this is like what, senior year. We discussed that we wanted to like move to California after graduation.
Mm-hmm.
And we wanted to be as close as possible to like the content and like where we could be to really thrive and find ourselves really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing to touch on that. Just
No, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you have your moment.
I know. I'm surprised you.
No. So I guess what I would say was each individual had their own, I mean, this is pretty obvious, kind of Trev touched on this a little bit too. Each individual had their own aspirations and their own lane in a sense, right? So Trevor would make music, a couple other buddies that would also make music, people producing music, people that were into fashion, and then I was the person behind the lens, photographer, videographer, all that nonsense. So yeah, that's kind of how this whole content media creating kind of gelled, right? We all had that interest in creating something. So it kind of brought us all together, and we knew that there was more power in a group than in an individual. And keeping everything in-house is just so much better. If you have a boy who's a photographer, a videographer that can step outside with you at any moment of the day, that is far superior than you setting up a shoot with the photographer for an hour. You know what I'm saying? Number one, you're wasting a lot of money and that kind of stuff. So keeping everything in-house is, you become a powerhouse like the mitochondria. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You grow together. So yeah, that was kind of the whole idea. And we had plans to move to California. It was all just talk. No one really was about it. And and yeah,
get it off your chest, son.
No, it's just facts, man.
You have huge like.
Dudes were 18 years old talking about, I'm about to move to California in like 3 months. No, you're not. You ain't got a job. What do you mean you move to California? What are we all gonna have our?
Are you talking to yourself too, or?
Of course.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Nah, it was a good idea. We were just too young at the time. But going off that, and then we continued to pursue our dreams. Even after that, the group kind of fell apart, and I think it ended up leading us to this moment right here.
Yeah, down the line.
You know what I mean?
You know, like you said, we all have the interest in like creating content and putting ourselves out there and just putting out art for the world, really. And yeah, people just wanted to continue on with that. I think, you know, some people are still continuing on with that, and I think that's really it, man. Just living in your truth and your happiness and doing what you want to do.
Absolutely.
You know, but like there's been some crazy things on this journey that I would never like regret. Like there's things that I'm disappointed in, but there's things that I would never regret. Like, you know, that freestyle in the back of your car with Justin, everyone was in the car and everyone was going crazy, dude.
See, I have such a bad memory. Where were we? Where were we parked?
Dude, we were
near the pond in my house?
Yeah, right next to, you just park right down the street.
Yeah. I know you're telling me.
And that's also where when we tripped, we were over there and we were watching the sunset, boy. There's been a lot of things that we've done, you know. But Justin had the ill freestyle behind over there at the pond there, and we were all in shock. Like this, all I remember is this dude going like this and saying that he's got the icebreaker on his wrist and just talking about crazy shit. I'll tell you what, right then and there, I had it. It was in my head. I was a believer that this motherfucker is gonna be like next, bro. Like I was convinced, like that dude spitting ill freestyle.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? Like we were all shocked. So that, you know, things like that, like I wouldn't take back anything that happened. I really learned from it, and there's things that I regret, but there's things that I'm also like looking forward to as well, you know.
When you say regret, what are you really talking about?
We should have just moved. Obviously, no one has a job. No one had a job, and no one was serious about it. But I wish we were serious about it, because we would have put ourselves in such a corner. Like being out there, all of us together, it would have been easy for rent and stuff if we really were working and we're on our shit. But like we would have put ourselves in a corner as to we're really going in a place where we don't know shit about shit. We don't know anyone. How are we gonna find, like, if we moved there, it would have been a big slap in the face. Like, what's the next move? Like you would have had to been like, what's the next move? How are we getting this record this and this tonight, and where are we gonna put this? And we would have really had to been, we would have needed to been a well-oiled machine. Like we would have had to, like I said, we would have really put ourselves in a corner. It would have been either figure out a way to go back home or shut up and this is what you wanted.
Mm-hmm. Swim or drown type shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Swim or sink, yeah. I have a different approach.
Okay, yeah, what's up?
I'm almost glad. I mean, yeah, I'll say I'm glad that didn't happen. Now that you're able to look back on it, I mean, it's easy to say, right? Whatever I'm saying, it's very easy to say that because you're able to, you know, see everyone's lane afterwards. But you're right. If we were all together, I don't know. It's just
because we never actually have been all together.
Yeah, it's just what I've seen after fucking 8 years. It's been 8 years.
That's weird to say too.
What I've caught
8
on
years.
To.
What you've caught on to?
And what I've seen, I just know it wouldn't have worked. We would have been there. We've been in California, which would have been cool. I mean, I've never been to the West Coast, but it would have been. I think it would have been more disastrous than anything positive.
No,
that's why I say I'm borderline glad.
Yeah,
because you don't want to be 18 years old, cutting off a lease, lost in a whole different fucking state. Now you're itching to fly back. You fly back, you're on square zero again. I feel like that's what the path would have been. I don't know. That could be totally wrong. That's just what I see.
We never did it, so.
And I'm gonna say this because we're nearing the end of this, right? This whole conversation.
Yeah,
not necessarily this conversation, but
there's
like
really much to any stories you want to talk about or anything you remember. Or
I'm very glad we talked about this, and I don't want to come off aggressive, right? I don't want to come off aggressive, but it's important that we be true on this podcast. I have a really hard time talking about these things, not in a sense like it emotionally it's hard or whatever, any of that. It's just, bro, it's been so long that whenever I talk about or anything gets brought up about high school, honestly, I just feel like, you know when people say they peaked in high school?
Okay.
That's what I feel like. I feel like talking about these things is so like, because I'm 26 years old. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but no one peaked.
No one peaked. But what I'm trying to say is like, if you got that random uncle who's like younger than everyone else in the family and he's still talking about like when he used to play soccer at like 14 years old, like, bro, it's been like 30 years.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So right. that's how I feel talking about this shit sometimes. And why I'm saying this to say this. I don't want it to come off that way. Because I'm sure someone listening probably thinks the same way I think. I'm sure.
I guess so.
It's just wild to me. It's like, dude, like, I don't know. It's different. It's different talking about this shit. Talking about high school.
Like you're upset or you're upset? Like what?
No, it's just weird because we're so much older, dude. Think of it, you graduated 8 years ago. That shit's wild. This shit is wild.
Okay, this guy. Yeah, I'm losing you, Matt. You okay over there?
I'm okay. I'm good.
No, that's pretty much all I had to really say about it. I mean, we were just a group of kids that were just caught up in like culture. Mm-hmm. Really, we wanted to be a part of it. Still want to be a part of it,
Yeah.
But no, man, living you learn. You can get upset about talking about this. I love talking about the past. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes, memories suck. But no, I think everything happens for a reason. And it is cool to see where everyone kind of went from what we had. And yeah, I'm happy where I'm at. So that's all I can really say about.
That's what I was going to say. Ultimately, though, I am very grateful that we, for example, like you're mentioning, like tied up in the culture and entertainment and music. I'm very glad that I was able to have friends that have similar interests and that we're still able to do and talk about these things, and we still have that same enjoyment about those things. I think it's cool. Like you were just saying, like, making playlists or whatever, talking about like the next new artist. Like we still do that. I think that's dope.
Yeah, I do too.
I love that shit. That shit's fun.
Yeah. And that just kind of adds on to like our paths. It kind of like,
Mm-hmm. I think that's fire.
So it helps too with like the journalism path, the path that you're on. Like it all kind of involves the culture and involves.
Correct.
So, hey, man.
That's what I think is dope because it led us. That's what I'm saying. It led us to this moment.
Yeah,
it really did.
It did. So I wouldn't take anything back, but it's cool to, we used to make videos on YouTube. We lost Justin. Kid got lost. The fucking current took him there and to the ocean or to the woods, really. That's a crazy story, too. A girl named Angel, who's from Connecticut, drops him off back. We're like, where the fuck did you go?
That shit was
some crazy shit.
That's just really wild, yeah.
Boy can't swim. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're gonna drift. You're gonna drift off.
Yeah. You gotta be careful, man. Hey, if you don't know how to swim, please do your best to learn how to swim.
Yeah, take some lessons or something. You can.
That's a valuable asset. You never know what kind of scenario you're gonna put yourself into.
Or at least don't go swimming if you can't swim. Yeah.
Jeez. Avoid water.
Nah, but there's been some great times, dude. So absolutely. I wouldn't take the parties at the hall, at the crib there. Is that something you want to touch on, or
do I? Yeah. You talk about it. You remember better than I do. I'm telling you, my memory's chalked.
Nah, we've just had some good things, bro. We've done some great things. We shut it down on that road there. We shut it down.
We did shut it down.
This guy doesn't really want to talk about it.
No, we can talk about it. I don't care. It just sucks that the party's never hit its potential. You know what I'm saying?
Party's still going, we could,
because they kept getting shut down is what I'm saying. If it keep getting shut down, they would have been lit.
It would have been lit. Cops would have been everywhere. But we should have just stuck with our plan. We should have threw a party on one of the golf courses. Cause who's gonna say something? Who? And then it's like we gotta be on hole like fucking 10 They got to be deep out there because, like, you don't want anyone to really see.
And, if someone's coming, if let's say it's police officers, they're going to come with flashlights, and we're going to see that.
We're going to see it. We're out.
See ya.
Leave the kegs there and everything. Like, we had some cool ideas. Like,
yeah. Putting ourselves in positions where we kind of have the leverage, even though in actuality there's just no leverage. I mean,
yeah.
Putting ourselves in where we wouldn't get in trouble, Yeah, that was the concept. That would have been fun.
Do we want to talk about our trip up to...
What trip?
Our lovely trip where everyone was experiencing their greatest self. This guy really has the bad memory. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Whatever. When we tripped on acid.
Oh, we can talk about that. Yeah,
We can talk about that.
Yeah,
dude, that was a great time too. There's so many stories like they're just coming up in my head right now. Mm-hmm. But when Justin was laying there crying, Kid Cudi music was going.
Scene out of a movie.
Yeah. He was feeling the carpets. He was in his feels. That boy was in his feels.
Getting like tingly and shit.
Nah, but yeah, that's kind of where I wanted to stop it. I mean, we could talk about this for days, man, stories. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of like how we met. The only thing I can't really answer is that the reaction when I first met you. I'm sure it was like, yo, this dude's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And that's really it.
Yeah. I don't think there was much to it, to be honest.
I don't think, yeah. But Xbox is what really kind of evolved a lot, man. I started freestyling on Xbox, and that's what led me to... Like, Xbox was really the center point in a lot of this.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
So, hey. So we just wanted to answer that and being engageful. Is that even a word?
Engageful? Yeah, I think so. We just made it a word.
Okay. So, yeah. And there might be a little surprise at the end of this pod, too. So, we're just trying to be a little more interactive. That's it. That's it. That's it. But, yeah. Can I just get my hate off now? I've been dying to...
Let it out, King.
We already touched on KD, tripping everywhere. But I really want to touch on my boy Trae Young coming at Marcus Smart like that last night. And I think, like, there's some teams out here that really kind of, they're trying to spark energy that, it's kind of they have to because it's like they haven't had it for so long. But the teams like the Grizzlies, the Hawks, even kind of the Kings, they have this like energy about them that like, Grizzlies talking shit to Curry and the Warriors and Curry shuts them down, this like young mentality of like, this ball of energy that's just, it's kind of, I understand how they need to create that type of energy because they're this, the young guns and they're going to be the newcomers in the league soon. But Trae Young, sit your ass down. My boy Marcus Smart would mollywop you. He would mollywop you. He mollywopped you and took the win.
That's a fact.
So I just want to spread some hate and say, Trae Young, sit down. You're talking to the Draymond of the East.
And Marcus Smart?
Marcus Smart is the Draymond of the East. I will forever say that. Not too many people agree with me. Got that from Justin as well. But just sit down, bro. You went off. You got your cool little 35 points, 13 assists, whatever the fuck you got there. But sit down, bro. The Celtics are here to fucking...
My thing is, didn't Marcus Smart start all of this?
Nah, bro. It was one of those things. All right, so I watched the play closely. Yes, Marcus Smart is grabbing him, right? He goes up to him and he grabs him. But what was it? Trae Young shot the shot or whatever, and Marcus Smart kind of nudged him a little bit or whatever. Whatever Marcus Smart did, you could tell it was on accident type of deal. So he wanted to go over and kind of like, because like I said, that young spark, the pop, the sizzle that these young players have, they just pop off. Mm-hmm. So I felt like Marcus Smart was just over there, being a gentleman, wanted to, hey young bull, like how I could probably lip read it. Hey young bull, hey man, I didn't mean that. Hey, good games. Like just trying to
show some love,
but also to like, hey, or maybe I didn't mean to do this or whatever. But yeah, he grabbed him, but he's like, and of course Trae Young because he got his little and one fucking little bucket there. He had to be the big dog. No, sit your little ass down. Marcus Smart would mollywop you. He would take Tatum and Brown, and they would go fuck you up on a back alley in Boston. Like,
damn, you going like that?
I'm just saying, yo, Trae Young had me pissed. I was looking at the highlights, like, yo, this young bull looking like fucking Will Ferrell and Logic put together, yo.
Jesus Christ.
Like, come on, yo. Looking like Will Ferrell and Logic, yo. Like, if they had a kid, yeah.
Shit, dude.
Like,
what
yo.
the fuck? No. What the hell? Yo, Lollipop Trae, let me say one thing, though.
A Lollipop Trae?
Wow,
wow, okay.
Right? So, this is the thing.
Sit your ass down.
Not even that. Marcus Smart initiated all of this.
Nah.
And not to
show some respect. Show some respect to the OGs, especially the Draymond of the East. Okay, especially the glue to the Celtics team. You show some respect to someone who's the face of a team.
But my thing is, he brought him down. Marcus Smart brought down Trae Young. He didn't have to do that. He literally grabbed him onto the ground. Tell me he didn't.
He grabbed him, and then Marcus Smart is being pushed from the back, and then they fall down together.
Yeah, but Marcus Smart is the one who pulled him down.
But no, Marcus Smart pulls Trae Young close, and he's trying to talk to the young bull.
I know, I saw that part.
So then, as he's trying to talk to the young bull, of course,
John
each
Collins
people from each team are coming over, pushing all this and this, and they push Marcus Smart over with Trae Young,
and he drags him down.
No, Papa, he didn't mean to do that. The people behind him pushed him.
Okay.
You know, so kind of look at the situation. He tried to grab the young bull. He said, "Hey, you know, I didn't mean that," or whatever. He tried to like justify something. You could see it. And then the situation just blew up because of people pushing each other. Marcus Smart, yo, respect, yo, Trae Young, we understand that you're a great player. We understand that. But settle down. You guys aren't even making the fucking play-in.
Nah, probably not. They're fucking ass.
Like Trae Young, recognize your place, yo. And, you know.
Yeah, don't get near Trevor's Celtics players. Don't get near him.
I mean, not my Celtics players.
Marcus
Smart would Marcus Smart would handle that, yo. Even on a one-on-one, ball up to 21. I don't give a fuck. My money's on Marcus Smart.
Wait. You mean like a one-on-one game?
One-on-one game between Trae Young and Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart would straight fucking. He would learn him something. He would.
Nah, Trae's cooking.
He would show Trae. You know, he would expose that man.
Trae's cooking him.
Nah.
Trae's cooking him.
Nah.
Marcus Smart on an island. Sheesh.
Marcus Smart on an island looks sexy, yo.
Nah, he's a great defender.
Come on, yo, with them threes too.
It'd be a good matchup.
I thought you said he was good at shooting threes too.
Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he's a bad player at all. I love Marcus Smart.
Who's better? Who's a better player, Marcus Smart or Trae Young? Who would you rather have on your team?
Those questions are tough because it depends on the personnel around them.
I try to get you in a corner to say Marcus Smart, and you know.
You know, if we're talking about on the Lakers, yeah, I would definitely prefer Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
We won't even go down that shit. We won't even go down that road because Marcus Smart is never thinking about going to the Lakers. You kidding me?
Nah, definitely not. Bro's a Celtic for life. He embodies Boston culture. Like Trev said, he's going to take him down an alley and whoop that ass.
Yo, Trae Young, you better be careful because Marcus Smart don't play those games. You see his hair. That's the Green Goblin right there. You see him.
Green Goblin, that's a good way to put it.
Settle down. That's all I wanted to say.
Roach had ass.
That's all I wanted to say. And maybe I wanted to throw in there, sprinkle a little bit too of, Draymond should retire. Or not Draymond, excuse me, Kevin Durant should retire. But...
why does Kevin Durant retire? Please.
Yo, the man can't even move out there. This guy just got his 15th ankle injury? Like, what's happening?
Yo, I don't know if you guys watch any, like, sports shows or anything of that nature.
Skip! Now, Skip, I'm telling you right now, Skip, Durant needs to retire, Skip.
So now, see, he went exactly where I was going with it. He already knew. Trevor is Skip Bayless mixed with that dude Dog. You know that dude Dog I'm talking about? Mad Dog, I think is what his name is. That's you. Just a hater that makes no sense.
No, I make perfect sense.
It sucks when someone makes no sense. Now imagine if they're hating. They're just confused. They're talking to themselves.
I'm just saying, like, how do you how do you trip over yourself? What do you stretch and now your legs are a little longer? You're not used to.
Who are you to talk?
What do you mean?
You're always bumping into things.
What
and
are you
tripping over yourself?
I'm very careful
With what?
with everything in my life.
That is not true.
We never fumble the bag over here. And that's why I'm saying KD, it's weird watching someone like KD. It's a simple layup, simple run to the bucket and toss a little layup. Yo, you tripped over your own self. I'm just saying, yo, you're 38.
What 38?
What is he?
He's like 35. He's not 38.
Man's just 35.
Maybe
What?
34.
He's to put in perspective, he's like what, 4 years younger than LeBron. So he's getting there.
He's something like that.
He's getting there.
Yeah, he's definitely getting older, obviously. Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. I don't want to see him go down like that. I mean,
He's only out 3 weeks, and I'm sure if this was regular season, they really needed him to play, he would play.
hell no. After what happened at Golden State, is it the same ankle too?
Bro,
Yeah.
that's just a little ankle sprain. They're obviously gonna.
This
They know
guy's
they're in the playoffs.
this guy. You know what this guy reminds me of? This guy reminds me of like a you're about to laugh at this right now.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant reminds me of like a 3-month-old fucking Great Dane. His paws, he's not grown into his paws yet. He's all lengthy. He's all fucking, he's all fucking
bumping into shit.
shit. Like,
Moving all wild.
you know,
That's valid.
that's who KD reminds me of. And he's 35. You still haven't grown into your body.
I don't know his exact age. I don't know
He's up there.
Old.
You know,
He's like 33 or 35. Yeah, definitely something like that.
and definitely too should be shaving that head. There should be a new hairstyle on that head too. You know, like
You're this dude's just an ass. He's not even a hater anymore. This dude just an ass.
I love KD. It's just I don't understand how players do that. Like how they trip over themselves. You play on the basketball court every day.
Bro, accidents happen. Do you make mistakes at work?
There's
You do
no
that shit
mistakes
every day.
No mistakes for these stars, yo. There's no excuses, and that also brings me to Ja, yo. It also brings me to Ja because I want to take back some of the things I said last week.
I think that's valid.
I want to take back some of the things I said last week because it's getting nasty now. It's getting real nasty, and now they're trying to just completely diminish his character and make him look like a crazy person. Now it's a little crazy. You can understand waving the gun, like that's crazy. You know, putting that on social media. The situation that you're in, it's a little crazy to put that up on social media. You know, fighting the 17-year-old and all this shit. But now there was no reason for that strip club to put out any type of footage of Ja in there. What they're doing now is kind of nasty. Now they're trying to take the little crumbs, you know, in this corner, the little grabs in this corner, and put it all together and make him look like a fucking terrible person. And now it's getting a little nasty. I take back what I said.
My thing is with the strip club images, when someone goes to a gentleman's club, right? You know what they're in there for. Why
are you though?
Number one, you're not even supposed to take pictures in there. No photos, you know, to protect obviously the people that are working, and obviously for privacy reasons for everyone that's in there. Them leaking that's fucking gross, bro. I'll be honest with you.
They're trying to ruin him now.
Young employee who's just, you know, having a laugh at it, sent it to his buddies, and now that shit's spreading.
Yeah, it's getting nasty now. I feel bad for him now, dude. You saw he put out a statement because last time I spoke about it, you know,
don't put out a statement, bro.
Yeah, but he kind of did exactly what everyone thought he was going to do. You know, he put out a statement and he's saying like whatever he was going through. He didn't even list what he was going through. He was just saying whatever I'm going through, I'm going to fix. I'm going to do all that. But it's kind of, he said all the right things after something like that. But it's almost like, okay, it's like, you know, when you listen to a song and it's like, all right, this is a little too clean. This is a little too like, when you listen to like an old, like what was one of the knocks on, the album there with
who?
Why am I forgetting? Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak. They say that album's too clean. Like it's a classical album, but it's too clean. It's not exactly like a 70s and a 60s, 70s, 80s. What would you call that? Jazz, melodic, soul album.
Mm-hmm. It's too polished.
It's too polished, is what they were saying. That was one of the critics about that album. So what I'm just trying to say is that statement that he put out was a little too like you could tell that.
Yeah, his PR team put that.
He had to put that out.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but I take back what I said, and it's getting a little nasty now. You know, I do think that some of the things that he will see and, you know, suspensions, this and that is deserving, but now it's like a little too, just like you said, what are you doing with pictures of him in the strip club that's not allowed? You know. Yeah. My whole thing is, yo, he's a fucking G. How much money was that on the ground? You couldn't even see the ground. That money was everywhere, yo. He was in a daze.
It's crazy that you say that.
Why?
It's crazy that you say that.
There's a lot of money on the ground. He's a G.
After what you were saying last week?
He's a G. Well,
that's crazy.
Well, there's a different... Well, I'm saying the situation of him, the picture that you saw of him, the stripper on him, the money everywhere, that's G status. Now, if you want to wave a gun on the camera, that's not G status. You know what I'm saying? So now we gotta understand what's G and what's not G.
Now we're talking.
So...
stand your ground, King.
I just feel a little like he does deserve, you know, he does deserve a little reality check and to smarten up and to learn. But yo, you shouldn't be putting out pictures of him doing whatever the fuck in a strip club. Like, come on, yo.
Shit. Yeah, not fucked up.
Now that strip club's probably reaching. I'm sure someone probably went to that strip club. Hey, you know, maybe even offered some money to put out something like that. Like,
absolutely.
Like, that's terrible.
TMZ was definitely knocking on the door. Hey, 20 grand, give us that photo. I'm sure.
It's terrible, yo.
I'm sure.
So it's nasty out here, and we want to see, you know, our young kings thrive out here, and our young kings are also like, it's okay for young kings to go through situations where they need to learn, and this is a learning moment. So he's a young king. He'll go through it. He'll learn, and he'll become better. Hopefully, you know.
I love to hear this from you. Very empathetic, Trevor. That's what we need.
Well,
very understanding, Trevor. That's what we need.
No, I just want people to be smarter, man. Like that's all. I just want people. We see shit like this every day, so it's like, how do you not learn from things? Mm-hmm. But there's also room for improvement for someone who's so young. So
absolutely. One thing I will say, just to mention what I spoke about last week, I wasn't so shocked, but I was pretty shocked and very happy with the way that Nike handled it. I thought Nike was going to be very cutthroat
and cut him off,
especially with the.
If I was Kyrie, though, I'd be pretty pissed. If I was Kyrie, I'd be pissed right now.
Yeah, I mean, it was a multitude of things. I think if you take away the
Kyrie's a free speech, simply free speech, and he got his shit ganked. He retweeted a link, bro.
Yeah, but he stood by it. Like, nah.
He stood by it?
He stood by it, yeah. He said he wasn't going to take it down. He wasn't going to apologize.
Why did he stand by it?
Because he believed in it.
Believes in what? He was talking about indigenous people, bro.
I'm just saying. I'm happy that Nike handled the jaw thing the way they did. And I'm shocked a little bit. I was shocked a little bit.
That they didn't cut it?
That they sided with him and they said they understood.
Bro, that's the face of the NBA right now, dude. That's the face of the NBA.
No, one of. Relax. Not the
one.
Face.
Or excuse me. One of the faces of the NBA right now. They're not taking...
Kai's one of the faces.
No. Kyrie is not one of the faces of the NBA. Bro. Kyrie is not one of the... If anything, he's a headache. He's one of the people you look down on. He's a headache in the league. He's one of the faces of the league right now.
Kai is definitely one of the
faces. I'll tell you... All right, so he's talking a little crazy. I'll tell you the faces of the league right now. LeBron, Curry, KD, AD, Giannis.
AD, but not Kai? What are we talking about?
Okay, fine. Get AD out of this. Probably the only person that we can question about the face of...
Dude, Kyrie's a superstar.
Kyrie's a superstar, but he's not treated like it. I'm just saying, Kyrie, if you ask anyone who's the face of the league or one of the faces, not one person's going to say Kyrie.
I'm sure people will say Kyrie.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Ja is more of a...
Kyrie's probably top 15 jersey sales. Kyrie's probably...
And you know Ja is
I'm sure he's up there too.
He's like top 5. He's in top 5 sales right now in jersey sales.
I'm not saying he's not.
So he's more of the face of the NBA than a Kyrie.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
This guy. He played with LeBron. I love Kyrie's an extension of LeBron.
No, it's not even that. That's
LeBron's son. Kyrie, I love him.
Yo, Kyrie has how many shoes with Nike? How many?
Very true. Very true. That's another reason why I'd be pissed if I was Kyrie too. The John Morant shoes look exactly like the Kyrie's.
Kids out here want to play like Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think Kyrie's...
No, I think kids out here want to play like Ja right now more than Kyrie. And
Jumping
Kyrie...
off the roof like that?
I think people want to play like Kyrie.
You don't want to be a ball handler, passer, shooter, a multitude of things?
Of course you want to... Of course...
I don't know if dudes want to be jumping out the roof. I mean, I'm sure people want to play like Ja. Yeah, of course.
I just simply asked you who are the faces of the NBA. Kyrie's
the face
not
of the league is LeBron. That's it. That's all we gotta say.
That's it. But Kyrie is not one of the faces of the league right now.
He's in the top 15 players. He's one of the faces in the league. He is. It's a fact.
That's my guy right there.
And Kai is better than Ja, so I don't want to hear that.
That's my guy right there, yo.
I don't want to hear that nonsense. Fact. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm just saying, you know.
Hey,
now he's playing with, you know, white chocolate, you know,
with another face of the league.
I would say Luka's more the face of the league than Kyrie.
Okay, I'll take.
That you'll take?
Yeah.
But why? Because Ja's just so young. He just can't have that title right now.
Ja's so young. Luka's been in MVP conversations. Luka, his play style,
dropping the facts bombs.
He's just different. He's just different. Luka's just different.
Okay.
And he got that international buzz. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Different.
Okay. What time are we at right now?
We're at 57.
Oh, really? That's not bad. Not bad
I
like that. That's kind of what I had for topics. That's why I was asking.
You chalked?
I'm chalked. I don't know what else to really talk about. Yeah. You have anything else?
You want to talk about your music? You already spoke about
I guess we could talk about that. That was something that was another thing that when we got together, like you were saying there, we were talking about our past. I like to make music. So actually today, like I said earlier, I'm going to go to the studio with a couple cats, Justin as well. So I'll see him. That should be fun. And we're going to record. Like I said, I'm trying to be the Jamie Foxx of media, bro. You know? So I want to try different things that's going to like put me out there. Mm-hmm. You know, you kind of found out what kind of puts you out there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to find that, and I think this is going to be great. I think this is going to be good. I think just
it's exciting.
Putting out things in all areas. It is exciting. Mm-hmm. You know, have you ever heard a journalist before putting out music? What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying?
Sure there is.
So just really
that would be something to look into.
Just trying to be out there more media wise. Mm-hmm. With the things that I'm interested in. So, and I'm a pretty good artist too. I mean, I would like to say I'm a good artist. I can make really good music. I mean what I say. I'm not. I also talk about what I preach too. I don't really dibble into the whole like what I'm not. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
very raw, very real.
I'm excited for it. Something new, something to look forward to. I've been excited this whole week, man. So
I'm happy for you.
I'm
happy for you.
Yeah, I hit up the stew manager there. Hit him up and I was like, yo, when and it'll be 2 birds, 1 stone type of deal. I get to do my taxes in the stew too.
That's wild.
You know, doing taxes in the stew, baby.
It's double the fee.
It's double the fee.
It's double the fee, son.
Exactly.
That's hilarious.
So that's gonna be fun, man. And
I'm happy for you though. No, I really am, because I know you really enjoy this, and you enjoy making music. You enjoy writing music. I know you enjoy writing music a lot. So you actually, you know, taking time and putting effort towards something that you enjoy doing, that's a beautiful thing.
I just want to do that, man. I want to really indulge in it more because I feel like I could be doing more, and I could be doing what I want to be doing more, and I could be seeing the results that I want to see faster. I know it for a fact. Mm-hmm. So if I just dive in it a little bit more, and and apply myself and do the things that I want, I will get the things that I want to get. So I just want to be a little more active, and I realized that, and I just, there are some feelings with that, upset with myself, excited for myself, kind of torn in each way, but I just want to jump in it.
I feel that.
So, just like I said with this whole like journalism gig, it's something light. It's a media company essentially that's just trying to take off in sports, and I can be a part of that and write articles for them. So it's nothing, but it's something to be like, hey, if I want to, somewhat of an actual job, hey, I have experience in this now. It may not be the freaking best experience in the world, but hey, maybe this kid can go write an article for, so and so, and
talk about Marcus Smart and Trae Young and what happened.
Just
there.
all of that, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for 2023. I'm just gonna say that because there's gonna be a new me. There's gonna be some indulgent. I can tell at the end of this year, I'm gonna be happy with myself. I'm gonna be proud of myself because I'm actually gonna give myself the push. Even with work and stuff, indulging with work, learning more, taking more classes and all that. I just want to be doing more, man. I hate when I come home and I'm like, oh, watching TV again, or it feels, every day feels the same. I'm tired of that feeling. So I just want to, do new shit, man. So
that's exciting, dude. That's very exciting.
Might go to the comedy show this, the 29th, see Danny LaPoyer. Funny guy. LaPoyer brothers, they're funny. So they got a podcast and all that. They put out an album too of their songs. They're the guys like, let me suck your titties, baby.
Yeah, on Vine and shit.
So yeah, he started.
Twitter. He's big on Twitter.
Big on Twitter. He's big on TikTok, Instagram. So he's doing his thing in comedy, and I want to go see him. It'll be a nice. It'll be cool to see him and see him in action, but it'll be a nice like confidence booster, because technically, how they started off is how we started off in a sense, right? Homegrown, starting something new, and the media content. So it's kind of like a motivational thing for me as well. I want to go see. It's a couple extra dollars to go to the meet and greet, but I'd like to go meet him and just kind of ask him a couple questions, and just honestly too, it kind of keeps me steady too on that whole track of like holding myself to the gun type of deal. Like going to see this show is going to give me motivation to do more things, push me forward. I get to see him in real life. I watch him on my phone and laugh all the time. Now I get to see him in real life and know that things are possible and this and that's. Just want to put myself in better positions, man.
And it's also something new.
Yeah.
Something different.
Yeah. Different. Last comedy show I went to was Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
At the Garden. So, yeah, man.
That's dope, dude. Nah, it's exciting. 2023 looking bright.
I'm trying, man,
Looking bright.
I'm trying. I would love to work for WNBC, or like, ESPN or some type of crazy. I want to be a journalist, bro. I really do. I want to indulge in that, man.
We're going to be reading some of Trevor's articles very soon. We'll be sharing that.
I would love to do all that. Even music. Show you guys some of my music on here. Just whatever, man. And also that goes for you too. Whatever you want to showcase and whatever can push you forward and
Absolutely.
And all that. So that's really it, man.
Exciting times.
Exciting times. I'm excited. I want to see where this shit goes. Yo, I would be on cloud 9 if I was a fucking journalist, dude. You have no idea, boy. I'd be
sitting at home.
Yeah, no, seriously, sitting at home.
Typing.
Marcus Smart. Okay. Yeah. Born here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's done this. Accolades. Write down all the accolades. And then when you go and see him in person, that's why too, this is helping me with, transitions, how to ask questions, be more comfortable in front of a mic, in front of a camera. Remember on the old pod, I was definitely more nervous in front of the camera and not really like myself. Now you can see there's a difference now, right?
It's flourishing.
So, excited, bro. I'm excited. That's it.
I'm excited too.
That's it, man.
I'm excited to see what comes from this.
So let's see.
From all this.
Let's see. So that's it, man. That's me in a nutshell.
I like that. I think that's what we got for.
You want to wrap it up?
Episode 17. Shout out Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening, for tuning in, for watching. Make sure to subscribe on all the platforms if you'd like to see more of our beautiful faces. You know, we've been using a lot of the facial products. So if you can't tell, you know, just got to remind you guys, skin's glowing. But thank you guys for joining episode 17. Thank you for joining the TUC podcast. As always, I'm your boy Trevor.
It's your boy Matty Ice.
And we are out of here. Catch you guys next week.
Before we go, though, those of you that are listening on YouTube, there's a little sneak peek that's coming up about Trev doing his little thing that he mentioned earlier.
Holding myself to the gun.
So coming up next, right after this, you're going to be seeing it, all right?
Catch it.
Polar plunge.
Yeah. And if you're listening, you know, go to YouTube. Check it out.
Yep.
Come on, baby. But yeah. All right, guys. Peace out. Thank you guys for listening. Peace out.